And welcome back, this is Baller Scuba with more bonus episodes of Let's Play Chrono Cross. This time in the prologue, we are joined by Fargo, who can show up here. I really do not recommend equipping him with anything. He's so far down the line in terms of recruitable characters. But this time we have a very specific path that we have to take in order to get the next ending. So I'm going to meet you at the first decision point in which we have to go a certain way. Otherwise, I'm not going to get the ending that I want. Meet you there. Once again, almost going too fast for my own good. We do need to save Kid this time. In particular, we need Razlie in the party. So I'm going to go out of my way to get her in the party. So we're going to save Kid. We also have to go all the way through and actually save Kid. Kid also needs to be in the party for this specific ending. So I will meet you on the other side of me defeating the Hydra and getting a fairy in my party. And I think we are all ready to go. I have a party of Surge, Nikki, and Razlie with me. I do have a couple things I wanted to point out before we actually get into the fight. First off, Nikki. A bit of a disappointment for me. I remember when Nikki had comparable strength to Surge. Somewhere along the line, he fell back and never recovered, so he is not as strong as I was hoping for, but he is still quite a good mage. That is on par with Surge. Razlie, of course, is a little bit better. Her strength is not nearly as good, so that's one thing that I wanted to point out. I had been touting Nikki quite a bit, and he did not pull through at the end. But I also wanted to show off the relief charm. I have not actually shown off how it looks when you actually use it. You can only use it where you can use a teleporter, so save spots and world maps and things like that. So let's take a look at the relief charm. I have been using it, and I have put in Greco. I felt like we needed to give Greco a little bit more time. As you can see, I do have Lena and Poshul in the party as well, but we'll be using them later. And Korcha will be used later as well. And Kid, of course, will be used later, but I felt the need to try to include another character, so I picked Greco. Greco should be good. He has strength that is on par with Surge's. So we are ready to head into Opasa Beach. Now, I have saved Kid, right? Obviously, she's in my party, so she's been saved. I also went ahead and had the conversation about marriage with Korcha. I don't think that's actually required for this ending, but it is required for another ending, so I figured I would just play it safe and go ahead and have that conversation. All right, let's use the time egg. Let's head back to the end of the game. To the darkness of time we go. And I will try to use a slightly different strategy. We'll see if I can actually pull it off. I have a blue character in my party, though, so we'll see what we can do. That might be a little bit of a hint there. We'll see what we can do with our party of Greco, Nikki, and Razlie. We have seen Razlie before. I don't think you actually need Nikki and Razlie in the final party here, but I like having them along just kind of to serve as a reminder of how to get this ending. So let's take on the Time Devourer once more. We'll be doing this a few times more, as I'm sure you might imagine. Oh, Greco's doing some damage. I don't have anybody in the party that will be particularly strong against, and you hit the person that it's the weakest against. So, nicely done. Let's do a flip-flop. Do a gymnastic lead up to a spinning drop kick. Cartwheel, backhand spring, spinning drop kick. 1,428. Greco, he's not nearly as bad as I thought. I remember him being worse. Yeah, Nikki's the one that's holding back the most. All right, so with Nikki, yeah, I'm still kind of comfortable doing that. Yeah, I have Vigor on. There's a reason for that. Let's start with the grand finale, though. And we'll actually avoid using Razlie's techs, because I want to try something that I have not tried before. Razlie, she does have the rainbow rod on, not the floral rod, because it's better. As far as I can tell, it's better. Although that didn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping for. There are a couple other things that I found while doing this run through that I will go over later. A couple different things of dialogue, a couple things that I had not thought about previously. That's right, we're just doing that. And then Greco can come in. Nikki's gonna need to at least use one more. Yeah, we'll just have that. One more of his techs. Of course, he does not have his level 7 tech. None of the characters today do. Yeah, just go for that. Why not? All right, Razlie, I want you up to max level. I think I have it worked out that I can do it that way. As long as she's level 8, this should work. I don't know if it's necessarily going to win everything for me. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not going to, but I do want to try and get this to work. Really, you missed the 3? Yeah, missed the 3. Greco, go in and show him how it's done. You're not showing it how it's done at all. All right, let's go for the clothesline. The good old basic wrestling move that I'm sure they teach you on like the first day of wrestling. The Time Devourer did not take it well. It needs more practice. Oh no, Nikki's afraid, but we should not really have to care about that too much. Still, everybody's missing today. What is with the missing? Yeah, he can tank it. All right, it is time to use a Vigora. I don't know why they keep on putting fields in here. I don't have any use for them right now. Well, I mean, it does buff things a little bit, but not nearly as much as I would like. All right, Vigora? No, Razlie. Now, I have always used Vigora to buff physical attacks, because typically physical attacks do more damage because the weapon buffs them, right? But I want to try to use Vigora on all these free falls that I have lined up here. How about a free fall? So let's kind of fast forward through my free fall medley. Oh, that's not doing nearly as much as I would like. What? No, back to Razlie. She still can do it. How about a free fall? It does take away her elements, which is why I wanted to build her up. All right, 500. No, Greco, it's not your turn yet. Stop pretending like it is. Another free fall. Another. Well, it's doing more damage now that the field is all black. Not that it necessarily helps that much, but we're talking about a 10% increase. I was doing about 500. Well, now it's doing about 600. It keeps on stacking a little bit here. All right, back to Razlie. She needs to build up a little bit here. God, your percentages were terrible that time. I guess yeah, let's just do another one. Let's just do another one. Free fall. Come on, free fall. And about 600 total there. So we started at like 450. We ended up around 600. Didn't work out nearly as well as I was hoping for. But that's using Vigora to mass spells. It would be a lot better if I had the summon at the end of it. But since I did not, it turned out to not be nearly as effective as I would like. So, there you go. What else do you have? You have the Raz Heart, right? A gift from the heart, and then just the Raz Star. Just, yeah, drop a star on the Time Devourer. That'll solve all our problems. Yeah, it didn't do that much damage. All right, Greco, you're up. Just do what you can. You're mostly here for physical attacks. I really don't care about your magic. I think it's 40, and Nikki's is 52, so Greco is significantly worse. Hey, there's some damage, Nikki. Where's that been? All right, Tornado, that takes a little bit. It's not going to do too much damage here. And unfortunately, this is going to take a little bit. I don't have the best party with me. I would love to use your level 7, but we're not even close to having access to that. 570. Greco, you were the only one that did a ton of damage. You were it. You were it. So now we have to, like, physical attack our way to victory. Do I have anything else that's particularly good? Not really. There are so few black elements to use. I mean, I could use Graviton, but what's the point? I guess we could go for a tornado. I guess that'll help a little bit. Just not seeing anything else that's really gonna do that much damage on the Time Devourer. 700 something. All right, Greco, just hit him. What did I say, Greco? I just said hit him. Yeah, it probably would have been better if I used the Vigor on Greco and just had the physical attacks go. But I wanted to see what the elements were like, and at the end of the game, unless you have summons, which I don't right now, but normally you would, unless you end it with that, I don't really see the point of doing that over physical. But the battle is over. It didn't take nearly as long as I thought. I didn't see it leaning over. But once again, you need Rasley, Nikki, and Kid in your final party in order to trigger this one. And this goes up to, I believe, until Surge becomes Lynx. Once that happens, you can no longer get this ending. But this one is kind of a weird one, right? You have to take a 1 out of 6 path, right? 3 options the first time, 2 options the second time even. 1 out of 6 paths. You have to take that one in particular in order for this ending to show up. Come on, Lisa, what are you doing? We won't be able to get good seats if we don't leave now. I'm sorry, I seem to have misplaced the tickets. Where could they be? What? I don't believe this. Hurry up and find them. We'll be standing all the way in the back at this rate. But I never knew she was so talented. Nikki was almost begging her to join. What amazes me is that he picked her. Why didn't he pick me? My, don't we have an ego? Anyway, I still can't find the tickets. Wait, I found them. I shouldn't tell her they were in my pocket. Okay, Lena, let's go. Yeah, come on, we have to hurry. Wait for me, I'm the one with the tickets. Did we ever see that Lisa was wearing that short of a skirt before? Because I don't feel like we have. Huh? I thought I heard some yelling out here. Go back to sleep. Stay away from mushrooms. There's so much hustle and bustle outside. Is there something going on today? Indeed there is. The people are packed in all over Termina. Can you guess what they're coming to see? They're not moving, though. Luckily, they're also part of the background this time. That means they're not going to move, but that also means that the frame rate is not going to drop. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. The Magical Dreamers concert featuring Nikki is about to begin. I would like to take this moment to extend my apologies for the unforeseen delay, like at every concert that I've ever been to. Please enjoy the show. It's not a good concert unless they make you wait like 10 minutes. At least. But it's concert time. To all you rockers out there in Termina, many thanks for coming out to see our gig. Woo, he knows the name of our town. I hope you're all having a great time at the Viper Festival. Play that one song that your mom almost taught you. At this time, I'd like to introduce some of our new band members. New band members. On percussion, Surge. Take a deep bow and play your one bongo. And on vocals, we have Kid. Oi, everyone, I'm the new vocalist for the Magical Dreamers. Kid's me name. You guys ready to rock? Last but not least, our mascot, Rasley. Teehee. Hi, everyone. You just float there, Rasley. You're doing a good job. With our new powerful lineup, we're going to rock you out of this world. And now our opening number. Oh, but we're not done yet. It's not just enough to have this little side story. We also need to deal with, the main plot. Looking for something, Lynx? And that's all we get from the main plot, is that Lynx was patiently awaiting us to show up, but we never did. So, there's that ending. It's one of the kind of sillier endings where we just play a song. And I'm not entirely sure how Nikki learned that song, right? It was a song that had to be taught to him by the Sage of Marble, right? But we didn't make it that far. I never made it to the ship. No, I didn't make it to the ship this time. So we never even met Fargo, let alone the Sage. So how he learned it, I'm not entirely sure, but that's the ending. They only had the one song. And that would also explain the presence of the drums in the previous concert, because Serge was playing the hell out of... Is it a bongo? I'm not good with percussion instruments or music just in general. But with that done, that is going to do it for this bonus part of Let's Play Chrono Cross. I've been Baller Scuba. I've been joined, as always, by the Magical Dreamers. When we come back, I will tackle another playthrough. Once again, it's going to be rather short this time. I'm going to try to focus on a few of the early game things that you can do. Playing through this time reminded me of a couple of them that we have not seen before. Additional dialogue, additional kind of comic situations. We'll be primarily focusing on Poshul next time, because that's how I found out about it. But we'll tackle that next time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this part. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.